Wow. Look at all the
There's
furniture.
a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness.
Looks like IKEA. Are we in IKEA? Salutations, viewers. Ooh, it's a lamppost.
Okay, I can't tell you quite
Let me
why.
do my intro really quick first there, my guy. Salutations, viewers. My name is Game Dame, and welcome back to another one of Game Dame Let's Plays. And we have another episode of Beginner's Guide. So if you guys enjoyed the first video, definitely watch this one. But, you know, we're just doing a Let's Play because we were just playing this for the first time. So far, I'm really liking the concept that's going into it.
But for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Okay.
I'll tell you
so
what
he
I think.
fixates on this lamppost.
I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something.
Yeah, he wants it to mean
a
something.
Destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. So there has to be some sort of message throughout the entirety of all the games. I know he was explaining, like, all of these games lead to something. They probably all lead to this lamppost. So that's what I'm curious about. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Really? Are they really left by other players? Nice room. Not.
So first off, I'm sure
How do you
can
beat
deduce
this
but
game?
This game is not
No
connected
point
to
to
the
this.
internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
Yeah, I would have.
This was
Holy
actually
cow.
the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that
It's
anyone
very
else was doing.
different.
So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic.
Too many
But
messages.
he was very
in this
gracious
area.
about it and very patient with me.
Oh.
And I cooled off eventually.
So he didn't know this
Feel free to
guy.
skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
They do because
see
I mean
this
he's
person
developing
who's filled
everything.
with thoughts and
I can agree with that
feelings,
logic.
beliefs, and has no
Yeah,
way
hey,
to
someone just
express
looking
them
for someone to talk
except
with.
as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Yeah, but I mean I don't know why, but
But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
that's seriously sometimes how you get to know
I think this
someone.
is why
It's
I
just
always
through the
liked
work that
Coda's
they
games
do.
so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
This is insane. The logic that he has behind it is very sound. Like the way he's explaining it, like what he was just saying, you get to know someone through their work, and obviously you do, because I know sometimes when I look at like maybe an artist's work or something, and then you actually get to feel exactly what they were feeling when they were creating that specific piece of art. This is crazy. I'm like really enjoying this concept of bringing someone else's story to light through this game. I'm not gonna read every note, but reading the ones on the way are giving me some perspective as to like, what does it say? Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. So what is he exactly saying right now then? So now we're in the room with this giant painting. Painting, what does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. I feel like I'm in a Club Penguin chat room right now. And no one knows how to work anything. From here it just looks like dots. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what they are. Wait, what did that say? Cabbage shapes our nations. My cabbages! Spoiler, doesn't mean anything. Stop pretending you are other people. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. I mean, Devil Tower Star. This game is so intriguing. Maybe I'll feel old someday. Or real someday. I can't remember what it said. You're here now. Yes, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. What did he keep? He beat the game. So I wonder if this, like, these games are his own personal diary. Like,
at the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Okay.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
That sounds pretty good. That's what I feel like. I feel like this is a virtual diary. Like, all the games he was creating were his diaries.
In each of his games,
In his-
after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
So, yeah. You're literally stopping before... I get what he means. I totally get the message that he's trying to get across. Like, I definitely think that this whole game is just being about an entire virtual diary. And, like, the way he, like, starts to become more in tune with himself. This is the waypoint. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. You just keep saying speak. That is so... Porn stars die too.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay, I'm gonna hang with it the best I can, narrator. Thank you. Highly appreciate it. Well, I mean, everyone has their own way of coping, and if this was his way of coping, then... And there's these circles again. He's really fond of circles. Sometimes you have to just find your own way to cope with stuff that's going on, because I remember him mentioning that this was done, like, at a somewhat, not eerie time, but like a tough time. You know? That's what they said at the beginning of the game. Oh.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Here's
version 2. So he takes out the furniture. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound? There's no TV. Okay, now what along the walls of the room? 10 stoves. Let's do 10 stoves. Not stoves. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight. Give me a skylight, baby. Nope, we just got a regular lamp. And a table, you need to take. I already have a table. My options are, who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making a difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I chose number 2, where I'm pretty sure my choices aren't making a difference. Wow. Look at all the furniture.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness.
Looks like IKEA. Are we in IKEA? That's what it feels like we're in right now.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. Hello, please walk forward. I will walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. I will do my best. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Left side, so you mean this? Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to my prison. So do I have to remember? Oh my god, the white. Do I have to remember all that? I wonder if that's what I have to remember. Oh, it just takes you back to your prison.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Oh,
Here's
that's
a version
right.
where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick.
Whoa, that scared me.
He
Ah!
really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally,
Yeah, there's a lot
I
of
think it's
prison
awful to
ideas.
watch
Whoa!
to see a person basically unraveling.
If you had
through
epilepsy,
the
this
world.
game would not be great
And
for you.
What? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That
Whoa,
particular
okay, now
mechanism
we're
of
back here.
defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral.
Yeah.
And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
What does he hit?
And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Whoa, so the prison's not actually in it, so this is why it would work. So what makes this work? I mean, we got your lamppost that we're following as home base, so it's a labyrinth, right? Is that why it's a prison? Because, like, you're only set in, like, one area? Or because it's open? He's so fixated on this lamppost. Hello. Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped from the prison. You're me? ... So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation.
Oh.
And so this is what
Yeah, I was
Coda
in the
wants,
furniture
is
maze.
to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind,
That's where he's-
and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's developing this. He said, oh, I'm so glad I get to get out eventually. What's it like to escape? And I said, it's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. He said, why? Was there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. So the options are true. Maybe I only like things once. I don't have them anymore. It was comfortable. I knew its limits. I knew my place. But don't you feel excited about getting out? The promise of freedom? I'm going with the third one, but don't you feel like about getting out, like the promise of freedom? Excited, it's the only thing that matters to me. It's the only thing that's keeping me going. Excited doesn't really do it justice. Exactly, you have something you care about, something to look forward to. is an option. You won't always have something that you care about as much as this, or just be with that enthusiasm for a bit, let it ooze. I'm gonna go with number 1. Exactly, you have something you care about, something to look forward to. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first. I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. You guys meet up with each other? That'd be strange. To get out, my choices are: to get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. And to get out, just talk with me for a bit. Tell me how you feel right now. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Or just tell me how you feel, or it will make sense. I'll just say it will make sense. Maybe. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change, he says. Go on. That was the end of our conversation.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be really nice. That's pretty deep meaning. If I do say so myself. Like, that's a really deep meaning.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
I don't know. How would it look? Would it actually look interesting, completed, or will nothing ever be completed? See, this game is really delving into your inner mind.
To represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Wow, it's looking a lot better. I can say that much. Oh no. Spilled drink on the glass table. Clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as heck that you showed up. Thought I might have to clean this entire house by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows how lonesome hands make lousy homes. Don't worry about me. A place this is nice and glad to see her tonight.
Is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
That's the story, little one.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I mean, it looks good. That's the story, little one. Oh, don't you worry now. We'll be through this mess in no time. Promise you'll wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? So why am I doing all the work? While you're there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy... My questions to this thing is, do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen this house this messy. I'm gonna ask, do you enjoy being a house cleaner? They said, well, ... I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel kind of a calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is all that matters. Oh, and that tidy couch. Would you straighten up the pillows on the sofa out here? I can do that. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over the couch. I'll clean up the spill. Maybe mop that up as long as I'm over there. Now it feels compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? I'm gonna ask you to make it especially cheesy. No response. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Wait, tell me what you wanted to know. I want to know what you were talking about. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? Okay, no need to be perfect. We're all human. Are the books still scattered on the floor in the bedroom? So we put them back on the shelf. I got that. I can help you with that. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly
It does feel like it's like some sort of cleansing.
Where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Now it said, now I'm going through the same cycle, So I just asked, do these chores ever end? He says, darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task in hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you, present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one.
This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Okay. So it looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would I mind tidying it up? Okay, I did that. I cleaned it for you. Earlier when I said I have a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I feel so weird about saying that. So my options are, I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Or, yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. Or, but I'm like, but there's truth in it, no. I'm going with option 3, but there's truth in it, no. I think there's definitely some truth into it. The space that you live in, the space that you grow up in is your space. It's a reflection of you. So he said, anyway, so housekeeping, let's keep doing this. Books, would you mind cleaning up the books? Thanks. So am I just going to keep straightening up the same things? But before we do that, that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Highly appreciate your time as always. This game is reaching another sentimental point inside of my head that I might have to evaluate some things after I do this Let's Play. But thank you guys so much for watching. That is all the time I have for you today. Please do not forget to subscribe and or follow to my YouTube and or my Twitch. You know where my YouTube is at, but you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.